One more cycle to go. Only one more cycle, Emperor. It's crazy to say that, but we're finally down to the very end here in HoN Tour, man. It's been a hell of a ride, I'll say that much.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool about it is going into the qualifier tournament after the HoN Tour cycle, the main part of cycle 1's going to be over.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot decisively say who I'm expecting to qualify.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many people in the running for that spot, so many potential contenders, so many upsets that have been happening lately that it is going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's why I was really excited to hear the format of that. I love the idea of the 1 through 3 qualifying, understandably, but then the 4th spot, you have to and it also obviously keeps a lot of teams interested at the very end, too, because the biggest worry is that a team would be like, oh, we're not going to get top 4, so why even bother trying anymore? But this entices teams to try to at least get the top 11 spot, because, again, there's a very good chance. You said it. I mean, I have 4 or 5 teams in my mind that have a good chance of winning that tournament, so...
hell, we were talking yesterday about it just off the cast, and it was, back and forth. Everyone had a different opinion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's plenty of teams, and depending on how good of a week they have, if they just have a good, again, I think the event's going to maybe be 3 or 4 days, but depending on how good of a couple of days stretch they have, those could mean that they're going to Vegas. I mean, it's a big deal. So.
AL 3rd place right here is a perfect testament to that.
Yeah. Yeah, but if things connect, if things work out, then any team really.
And you know what? Like, when teams don't have to go against these big dogs, the Complexity, the Stay Green, the Trademark Esports, I feel like there's just a lot more room for upsets in general. Those teams play so tight that there's literally, like, no room for mistakes against them. You slip up once, and it seems like the game is out of your hands. But, when maybe the less refined, not that they're far behind at all, honestly. If they are, it's just a step below. Not far at all. But, against those matchups, we see a lot more interesting setups sometimes.
Mm-hmm. We definitely do. So, for that event, the bittersweet thing is that you and I were going to be in Thailand. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm excited for that event, of course. Going to be going to Thailand to cover the GSL event over there and whatnot. But that means Beef, though, he's going to be taking coverage for that 4 through 11 qualifier event, and we'll be watching it. That's for sure. As much as we can, at least. So
yeah, definitely gonna keep pace, and obviously Beef does a phenomenal job. So it's not like anyone's gonna be missing out here.
Yeah, you're still getting content and some great coverage in the end. All right, so we are loading in. I'll just make sure to actually switch the graphic. I think I forgot last time that you're on the right side. It looks like they are. I think we're actually good. Man, things are just working out so well today. I don't want to jinx anything. But...
Something's weird here. There's got to be a disaster.
Why is everything going so well? Okay, so here we are into the game Complexity, obviously. They got the 3 heroes sitting bottom. You got Pebbles, Deadwood, that's dangerous right there, and Glacius all going bottom as well for Absolute Legends, so a possible mini skirmish should take place down here. Try to get those water sights down. How is AL going to lane it, actually? I'm kind of curious about that. Do you think we could see the tri-lane setup, or...?
I should say an adaptive aggressive try is to be expected in a situation like this, given they have a jungler, given that's a keeper of the forest. What I always like to talk about when you see a keeper jungle is he's passive. He can gank the lane. So you have a dual lane, they have like a dual lane down there, and he wants to come behind, land some auto attack, sure. But in general, he's not too active as a jungler, so the point is, you're able to go aggressive tri-lane without fear of being retaliated upon. Until keeper hits level 6, then you need a setup to respond. But you can go aggressive tri or aggressive duel, and then roam. Roam onto the middle, set up 2 dual lanes from there.
Yeah. Just be active, basically.
Yeah. Even roam on the keeper, break his mana potion, steal his creeps. Just
be an asshole.
And you know who's perfect for that? Who's arguably the best support hero for that?
Glacius.
No, Aluna.
Aluna. One of the
power
two.
throw in the jungle. It does a lot of damage, even at level 1. 140. Huge distance, very efficient mana cost. It's just amazing at harassing junglers.
Yeah. So, Aluna is down here at the bottom side with Pebbles, it looks like, to start. You do got the Glacius, Deadwood mid. Then, of course, King Plato here on Silhouette at the top lane. Silhouette actually getting some farm off the bat, took on one of the trees. All right, so the middle matchup, though, you got our Hammerstorm Torture against a Glacius Deadwood here. Deadwood, again, obviously a hard hitter with the hatchet, the log. But I think it's safe to say, I mean, Hammerstorm and Torture, they got some good kill potential, especially if they catch that Glacius pushed up a little bit too far, so... Maesty will most certainly need to be a little concerned about that. It looks like he's just putting in the auto attacks right now, though.
Yeah, it's not as bad as, say, like an engineer support, though. I mean, Torture does okay. I mean, obviously that impalement, too, and Franzi does level up that impalement almost always as a... Oh.
Yeah, jeez, Hammerstorm.
Actually, if Hammerstorm stunned, they could have killed it.
Yeah. That's close. Hammerstorm was dropping low himself, though, so...
Yeah, I know.
Might have committed him to go for the kill, too.
Yeah, and they didn't want to risk anything, because honestly, if you trade Glacius for Hammer, not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why he hesitated. It just looked like he might have had an opportunity there. Franzi does always go that impalement build. A lot of damage, especially if you have good timing with the creep wave, obviously. Level 1 of it, up to 300 physical damage.
Yeah. That's pretty intense. Oh, middle lane, actually. Glacius is in a lot of trouble. The impalement that you're just talking about going out right there. Torture trying to chase him down. Being thrown a log, though. And now Deadwood going for the kill on a Torture. We have a 1-for-1 possibly coming out right here. Glacius still on the run. Meisty is definitely dead right here. He's just in no man's land. Oh, the juke to the chase! He might have made it out, actually. Meisty, the big juke.
Oh, my God,
he's just a little bit too slow, though. A little bit. Oh, the auto attack. Oh, my God. Can he actually get away here?
He's okay. Oh,
What?
I think
No.
he's okay. Why Hammerstorm? You got to get back to the lane, bro.
Oh, man.
You're sitting out CS now. It's not okay. I mean, it was enough was enough. You know, it's like you're not going to magically all of a sudden surge ahead. So
damn.
Yeah,
Big.
willpower is
sidestep king, bitch.
Dude, that was massive by Meisty.
Yeah, that was big plays indeed. Ooh, top lane. Actually, Moomiander going for a kill right here. King Plato falling back, though. The auto attack's coming out. King Plato will ultimately survive. But meanwhile, in the middle lane now, Hammerstorm in a little bit of trouble. Going to activate the galvanized log is throwing. He's going to be a little bit more than fine, though, as he has the speed in his advantage. Glacius in the meantime. Glacius will fall right here. Torture came for the side. Bloodlust kill in their favor. Complexity also getting another kill from Moomiander at the top lane. Eventually finishes off Silhouette, dropping the G's, it looks like. So... couple kills back-to-back right there for Complexity.
Moomiander dropping G's?
Right.
That's unheard of. He wouldn't do that. He's way too mannered.
Good one. Yeah, so a couple of kills happening there.
So Silhouette against Bubbles, you never want to die against the Bubbles. That's a favorable matchup for Silhouette. 9 times out of 10, you should expect the Silhouette to win that matchup. Of course, there's room for outplays. It's not, as big as a discrepancy as some people might think, but still, he's off to a really, really poor start now. Moonmander definitely known for being one of the more aggressive suicide players and already leveling very, very well. He's going to have that level 6 soon, and we know he likes to gank around.
Yeah, Moomiander makes the big plays, no doubt. Obviously watching the middle action, so wasn't able to catch it, but clearly he got King Plato low just before that, and maybe was able to snipe him out with a shell surf eventually to finish him off. So you see, again right here, I mean, Moomiander continuing to play pretty aggressive, man. I mean, he's taking a lot of harassment himself, but...
He knows his limits very well.
Yeah.
That's what's good about him. He knows how far he can push his luck.
He knows the math.
He does do the math. I think that saying came from him, if I'm not mistaken. So,
you got let's take a look at creep scores here. How are things matching up? Middle lane, you got Hammerstorm 11-3, Deadwood 18-1. So Deadwood definitely winning that matchup in that sense. But oh, by the way, Hammerstorm didn't get an assist for that. Wow.
Yeah, it was straight up the double damage. Torture came in from behind, pretty much took out Glacius by himself.
Huh. Well, okay then. So Deadwood's definitely winning this middle matchup then. Especially without the assist skill for
gold from definitely. Meanwhile, bottom lane, let's look at Pebbles. 300 gold per minute, not really slowing down. Haxor in. He is getting experience. You can't really stop that, but yeah, Pebbles having nearly perfect CS. I mean, ooh, look at that.
Tried for the stun, yeah.
Yeah, that was. I liked it.
That's why you get the Emerald Lightning. Obviously, you got to use those bounces to your advantage. Try to maximize the stun duration. Sometimes it doesn't work though, but
yeah. Well, he knew he wouldn't be able to walk up and stun him, but he figured he might be able to do the bounce to get to him. And then Pebbles was ready. He was like beginning to posture forward. Oh my God! There it is.
Got it. Yes, he did. There's the chuck and the kill right there. I went off the second he went for it. Go figure.
Oh yeah, no. I saw it. He actually opened with the stalagmites. They had the footsie game going back and forth where Hag is like trying to sit in, experience range and playing back and forth, and Pebbles was playing up, and they were positioning back and forth, and Present just guessed right when Hag was sort of stepping forward a tad.
Oh, jeez. Top lane. Bubbles making some big plays again and able to take out Silhouette. It looks like, did he use a kelp field? Yes, he did. Silhouette going down. So Moon Meander making some huge plays up here in a matchup that definitely, especially in a short lane, like you're saying, should be favorable even.
Yeah, honestly, if King Plato was winning his top lane matchup, they would be in a very, very sound spot right now in this early game. Right now, with Moon Meander handling their carry, with Riser just farming away in the jungle, he's doing a great job. He hits level 6 now. He's got his Ring of Sorcery coming out. They've got to be careful, man. Do not be surprised if he roams on the middle here. Yeah. There's no ward in the bottom river. He can roam on the middle, maybe lay down that root, get the double tap, walk away with a free tower kill.
Yeah.
Right now, there's no teleports. Hell, you might even see Moon Meander join him for the party.
Yeah, well, Moon Meander is going back to base right now. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Definitely if he buys a TP back at base, and obviously full mana, full life comes in. The cut field not up. Oh, it's going to be up in 20 seconds. So.
Yeah, that's exactly. And I think that's look where he's going instantly. Has one animated tree near him in case he needs to invis. Does work on your little tree dogs there.
Yeah.
Oh,
so powerful.
How's he going to handle this? He doesn't want to get scouted. Oh, Glacius is invisible. Okay.
Yeah, he probably saw that happen. So he's going to fall back in the jungle, act like, if anything, he's still farming for now. Glacius going to block the spawn. Yes, he will. Good job, Glacius, right there. Yeah. Small plays like that add up. Well played by Mice T.
Wretched Hag, actually, sort of bad timing there, but he is going to do the pull. Unfortunate for Glacius. Then maybe he can find a time to sneak away into the woods here and get that kill, but yeah, we'll see. Moon, actually, in dominating this matchup, chooses not to go roam. He says, hey, I don't need to go roam because I'm winning my lane. Yeah. Normally you see Bubbles, he's under-leveled, under-experienced, and he's like, okay, I gotta go make myself useful. And, winds up going to stack, winds up going to gank, what have you, but in a case like this, it's like, get owned, Silhouette.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you look at the creep farm, Silhouette's actually still winning the creep farm pretty solid, but obviously those 2 deaths are adding up, of course, for Bubbles' favor. In fact, here we go. Bubbles setting up a flank somewhat. Maybe going to wait for the 8-minute rune. No, he's going straight from behind. We do see Keeper of the Forest also setting up middle lane. Deadwood, can you hear me? Run!
Oh, you
Deadwood
guys
in a lot of trouble.
So
There's the stun. The chain reaction's coming up. Keeper of the Forest running in. In comes the Shell Surf connection. Keeper of the Forest hits Glacius too, but they're not going to be able to combo onto him. They just wanted to guarantee the kill on a Hammer Storm, and they got that.
Yeah, they definitely could have taken both. I mean, I feel like so anyway, but still, nothing wrong with securing the kill on the Hammer Storm, getting what you came for, one and done. Something I'm always a fan of.
Yeah.
Securing those safe victories instead of taking chances.
Oh, and actually Bubbles picking up a haste rune in the meantime. Wow, took a lot of burst damage right there, though. Silhouette showing the power of that Death Lotus in the face, so gets Moon Meander to maybe fall back a little bit right there. But in the meantime, Hammerstorm activating the brute strength. Glacius just hiding in the trees. Remember earlier, he juked last time. This time, Beacon's like, you ain't getting away from me, bitch. Takes him out right there with the auto attacks. Nice chain reactions. Auto present 23. As soon as he jumps in, he's going to go for the combo though on Hammerstorm. Maybe try to get the kill. He puts him onto Aluna right there. Aluna with that stun. Catch a finish off Hammerstorm. Yes, she can. But now Aluna is somewhat trapped. The Keeper of the Forest minions, though, not able to do enough. Rotten Grass coming out. Hits the minions, and that will be the end of that. So at least AL comes out with a kill in the end. But still, Complexity keeping up some pretty good aggression here.
Yeah, and kill onto the Hammerstorm, definitely worth it. Who did they wind up killing in the first? Oh, they actually got the Deadwood. So yeah, Hammerstorm for Deadwood, they're sort of the counterpoint of each other in this matchup. Still, the farm has sort of equalized between the two heroes. Actually, Hammerstorm taking the lead, finishing his Steam Boots right now first. Damn.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you caught it, but look what our buddy Moon Meander did there.
Wow, another kill, yep.
I saw it all. He used the kelp field, he danced around, looked like he was taunting him and just finished him off the shell surf.
Jeez. Silhouette, I'm going to guess, Silhouette, the fact that she's still remaining about 200 GPM with 3 deaths here early on in the game is still pretty solid, but again, it's still, it's only 200 gold per minute at the same time.
It's a testament to her laning, and it's just kind of weird to see the 3 deaths given. He's actually going a good iron build for this Bubbles matchup. A lot of times you don't see the Silhouette go the life tube first, sometimes you see Bubbles capitalize on it, but it just goes back to how well Moon played those first few waves, and against an experienced Silhouette player like King Plato, that is very difficult to do.
Yeah.
It's something you should ever expect to come out ahead in, but Moon found the window and went right for it.
Yeah. Moon Meander definitely stepping up pretty big here for Complexity, 3-0-1 now, and farming it very well.
See, this is what I like. I like Haxton come up here for the gank because it's unexpected. Silhouette's sort of already getting trashed. She's just trying to hold on here. I think he's in a 1v1 matchup against Bubbles. A lot of mobility coming out here from Wretched Hag, and they're already set up to get this kill perfectly.
There we go. Kill field set up right there. In comes the Sono Scream, the Song of the Sea, and Silhouette blinked an eye and died a second later. I mean, it just happened way too quickly for
Yeah.
Silhouette to do anything. I mean, you definitely called it from the very beginning there. So
Yeah, it's yeah, they're surprisingly powerful together. Instant burst kills, no problem. It, I like it though. I like how they ganked in an unexpected area. Right now, mid is the higher point of contention. They might be expecting more attention to be drawn towards there. Gank where they're not expecting it. It still opens up the lanes. It gives you a golden experience. Oh shit!
Oh, Silhouette going, or actually Pebbles going on to Bubbles right here, trying to go for the kill, using the new portal keep out. Bubbles is going to be able to survive. That goes to show you how much farm Bubbles has had. In the meantime, in the middle lane, we do see a big gank attempt being set up. Hammerstorm son under Luna right there. Auto attacks from Wretched Hag. We do see counter from Deadwood, though, coming out with the Falcon Punch. Torture dropping. Luna ends up falling. Torture will go down, but at what cost right here for Cookies? Cookies, the impalement, gets him killed. So Franzi with the kill after death. Glacius now being chased. Hammerstorm stun connects, and then double damage Hammerstorm with Brute Strength will finish him off as well. 256 max damage right there. Coming up for Hammerstorm. He is hitting hard, man.
Oh yeah, Complexity is doing a fantastic job ganking around this game. I mean, I am really impressed. I definitely am.
Yeah. Really are, and they're got a huge lead to show for it. 10-3 hero kill advantage, now 12 minutes into the game here. Obviously, 4,100 gold, 4,700 experience. Again, this is a straight up best of the 3 here for the losers bracket finals. Both these teams trying to play for a chance to play State Green in the grand finals. Top lane, Mumiana will get the kill in the tower, but it will cost him his life in the end. He threw out the kill field, hoping that would save him, but Pebbles not getting caught by it. He eventually gets the kill.
Yeah, you know, Complexity, a team that in the past had been criticized as sort of being a snooze fest team. It's like, oh god, Complexity's playing, prepare for a 30-minute farm fest. Obviously stepping it up right now, running a lot more aggressive lineups as of late, and they're showing they have the capacity to do so.
Oh, Luna in the meantime in the middle lane. She's going to get countered on. She will end up falling, but Pebbles going for the kill on Wretched Hag right there. Wretched Hag eventually falling to King Plato. Now Hammerstorm in a little bit of trouble. He's going to split up with the illusions. Galvanize activated right there. Pebbles is out of mana. Silhouette chasing with the tree grapple, but she actually goes back to the middle lane, realizing she's not going to get close enough. So Beacon is going to ultimately make that getaway right there. It ends up being a 1-for-1 Wretched Hag for Luna. Definitely exchange that Absolute Legends. Okay. Is glad to take right there. Is obviously going to go into a pause right here. Only graphic bug.
Oh god, I just feel kind of bad for Complexity right now because I know
the circumstance.
You know, actually thinking about it, that could be part of their aggressive and mid-game pace lineup here too. I mean, they've been running this kind of style lately anyway, but the amount of aggression, how hard they're playing, could be coming down a lot to the fact that they feel like they're on a timer.
Yeah. Yeah, it most certainly can be. I mean,
it is.
When you are, because in a sense they are. I mean, again.
I'm not talking about the game here.
Yeah.
You know, it's the unfortunate situation they find themselves in right now.
For those that are just tuning in, I mean, we were talking about it a little bit earlier on. Basically, the Sound Blaster Heroes League match for Complexity against Team Buy that got rescheduled. It was rescheduled to take place, from my understanding, in about a half an hour from now, basically. So. Again, we're basically kind of just going with it. I'm not exactly sure how this is ultimately going to play out, but we got a game to cover. That's what matters in the end, and we'll kind of go with the flow. You know, we'll definitely step up and cover the SBHL if that's what it comes down to. But again, we're just going to kind of go with it. You know, take it game by game at this point, at least for these earlier parts. So, but yeah, Complexity most certainly playing very aggressive here, and it is paying off. You do still have a Pebbles, though. Pebbles, present 23 here for AL, is most certainly up there. Glacius in the meantime in the middle. Look at the aggression, man. It really is keeping up. This is honestly the most aggressive I've seen Complexity play in a while. You're right, man. I mean, maybe it is that, but it's fun. They need to do this more.
No, it's fun, and it's being very effective right here.
The Legion takes down
whoa.
Pebbles, we're going to counter.
I don't know.
No, actually, Pebbles is going to fall, though, as the root comes out in the Brute Strength, so sacrificing his life, basically.
I saw that jump, and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, he's level 11, actually the highest level hero, and that's kind of worth it, but the nature of Bubbles being that suicide hero in this game, not really being relied on as heavily to, you know, perform that carry, so to speak, not really worth it to trade your Pebbles, who's an important point hero for AL.
Yeah. So we are 14 minutes into the game right now. Again, Complexity continuing to have a pretty good advantage. And also to reiterate, again, I know with the setup and everything, the sound is a little bit different as far as our voices go because of the headsets and everything we're using. But it is Breaky, CPK, and Emperor. I know there's people like, wait, is that really them? No, yes, it is us. Just maybe sounding a little bit different here. Because
wait, I'm supposed to be Emperor today?
Yes.
Okay.
That's who you are today.
All right. Sorry. All right.
Ruining everything. Bubbles, Bubbles in some trouble. Ron grasp on top of the freeze. Dewa coming in. Nice Saga to see, though. Calphil Falcon Punch is going to go for it. There's the log throw. Bubbles still has that take cover, and ultimately Bubbles is going to get away. Wow. Oh, no, he stayed in there, and he got frozen, and Pebbles gets the kill.
I think he didn't do the math quite well enough there. He didn't realize Icing Prism was back up. He went around for the turnaround kill. Looked like he was almost going to grab it.
Yeah.
Last second freeze, and down he went.
He had a great getaway initially, man. But
He did. Legion is called a post. What?
oh my god!
Yeah,
Really?
is that... Wait, I thought the match wasn't for like 30
That's
more minutes.
what we're doing? Let's
Wait,
take. I think it's in 20 minutes from now, but
Wait, I'm confused.
maybe they're just trying to go into the next game. I think that might be it. They're not going to be able to finish off the series after, so it's probably just a case of they just know that they were hoping to get a 15-minute concede victory somehow, and it didn't happen. Well, that's that. All right, so
that's a wrap, I guess. I mean,
oh man, this is kind of
giving a little donation there, I guess.
totally reminded me of yesterday with the
yeah.
what was it? That was the Afraid versus Lion, I think, game 1. Panty disconnected. Anyways,
You know what? They're doing what they have to do.
yeah.
I can respect them for that. So I mean, is that it? I mean, are we going to a game?
We're gonna take a break right here. I'm gonna obviously get it figured out, see what the hell's going on, and I'll get you guys some information when we get back. So
Yeah.
sit tight, guys. We'll be back. Obviously, AL takes the first game. I don't know if that means Complexity is just gonna forfeit the series now. We'll get some information for you at the very least, let you know what's going on, and then we'll go from there. But we should, at the very least, have some more Heroes and New Earth coming at you here shortly. So.